Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking an exciting tour of my community, The Rise, which is perched way up on the hill in Vernon, British Columbia. I'm Laura Reners with RE/MAX Vernon Salt Fowler. You're going to want to stick around to see this. The Rise is located only 16 minutes into downtown Vernon if you're coming from the very top, but if you're not coming from the golf course, you're about 12 minutes to the Buy-Low Mall, which has all of your amenities. You have grocery stores, pharmacy, you have a nail salon, a 24-hour fitness gym, then of course you have your McDonald's and your Tim Hortons, but maybe you prefer the Longhorn Pub where you could get drinks, you can get a bite to eat, or even do a takeaway from Vernon's only drive-through liquor store. The Rise is located on the northeast side of Vernon, up on the hill, up from Okanagan Lake. If you're driving down Okanagan Landing, you can see all the houses way up on the top of the hill there. A very different landscape up here. We are seeing more cactus, more arid, brush, silver sage, not a lot of big trees, so just really unique in that sense. The Rise really is all about the views. First and foremost, that expansive killer view of Okanagan Lake from way up high straight down the lake, but also you have valley and city views that light up at night. Regardless of where you are, you're gonna get an amazing view, and that's one of the main reasons why home buyers look in the Rise. Although, of course, there are the other obvious reasons: the golf, that fantastic new restaurant, the local trails, and proximity to amenities. When the Rise was first developed, it had an architectural style that leaned very heavy towards that Tuscan vibe. Think terracotta, think tiled roofs. However, you can see over time they have gone away with that building scheme, and now you're gonna see more modern. It's really evolved over the years. Different builders have come in, but it all still is very well maintained. And speaking of maintenance, one thing you'll notice when you drive up to the Rise is how pristine all the landscaping looks. And that's because everyone pays a community fee or a strata fee. It just depends on the property. That money goes towards the maintenance of the landscaping from a landscaping company. One of the main questions that we get is about snow removal and how it is in the winter with that windy road up the hill. And having lived here for 5 years and going through the winter in my car, I've never had an issue with this. They're very good on the snow removal, and I would not see it as a concern. Most of the homes in the area are single family with some strata. Earlier I mentioned the style was Tuscan and now more modern, but as you can see, most of the homes around the Rise are in fact single family detached homes. Plus there are a number of attached duplexes as well in the area, which are also quite popular. Something that's very interesting up at the Rise is that generally in the fall and in the early spring, there will be cloud that will roll in and completely cover the city. But because of the elevation at the Rise, you tend to be above it. So it can be a very sunny day and you can't even see the city for the cloud. Just something that's really neat up here. We have 3 stratified complexes up at the Rise. First off, we have Watermark. Watermark is a gated community. They are single family Bearland strata, so not attached. They all have amazing views of the lake, stunning homes in there. And then we have the Vines, which is more of a townhouse style property. Those ones are going to have lake views, they're going to have city views, just depends on where they're located. And then the most recent, which is going to be the Ledge. The Ledge is going to be a mix of ranchers with basements and 2 stories, very modern, really great options. And then, of course, for the main attraction, we have the Rise Golf Resort, which is located 1,000 feet above Okanagan Lake. At the very top, it is a 18-hole golf course. Quite challenging, however, you cannot beat the views up there. While you're there, you're gonna want to check out the 30,000 square foot architectural gem that is the Edge. Their restaurant there, which is fine dining. If you are in the area, you want to stop here. If you live in the area, you want to go here. Definitely an unforgettable experience. Let's talk about the wildlife. Up here, you're going to see lots of deer and coyotes and quails, pheasants, bears, especially up at the golf course. You generally see the cubs and their mamas playing on the course with everybody else. Really neat to see. And for the outdoor enthusiasts, we have the Grey Canal base, which starts down below the Rise. You can park there, or if you live in the area and are close enough, you can just walk over there. It is a walking path that goes into Vernon. It is 3.3 miles, completely flat. Great views of Davidson Orchard, of the city, Easily walkable, great for walking your dogs or if you're biking. Really nice to see in the spring and the fall when all the colors are changing. Then further down we have Marshall Fields, which has the pickleball, all things pickleball. We know everybody's about that. And a dog park and soccer fields. So a lot of really great opportunities to get outdoors, not far from your home. And if you are an avid sailor, then the yacht club is just down below in Okanagan Landing, just a short drive from the Rise. You tend to see the sailors out on the weekend, all huddled together in the middle of the lake. I don't know what they do out there, but it looks like a good time. One question we get asked often is noise from the airport. Now, there is no question that the airport is a busier one than it has been in years. However, would I say that it's a concern? Absolutely not. It is really fun to see the planes come in and come out. You see skydivers, but I would not say it's something that would deter me from buying in the area. The demographic for the most part up at the Rise is going to be active retirees. So think secondary properties, vacation homes, snowbirds, golf enthusiasts. We don't tend to see a lot of younger families or families with children of school age. And the reason being is just the lack of amenities. There's no playground here. Again, because it is quite sloped, not really great for biking or rollerblading unless you're on the lower side. And again, as we've talked about, a lot of the homes don't have yard space just because the way that they're built on the side of a hill, so that tends to push families into other neighborhoods. If you are a family and do happen to have school-age children, there are no schools up at the Rise. However, you're less than 9 minutes to Ellison Elementary, which is considered one of the better schools in Vernon. It was built in 1998 and serves children kindergarten through grade 7. Also, right in the same area is the secondary school, Clarence Fulton. Both schools are great and again, not too far from the Rise. Thank you for joining me on this tour of the Rise community. If you like this video, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe to more neighborhood tours just like this one. Also, drop a comment below of anything you'd like to see in our next videos. Again, I'm Laura Reners with Vernon Salt Fowler.